So, Mortal Kombat, while not the best movie all around, is, in my opinion, the most successful video game adaptation to date. And that's saying something. Released in 1995, Mortal Kombat is based off a video game series which had started back in 1992. And while this film is not the greatest, like I said before, it's pretty damn good in my opinion. I mean, they took a small cast of characters and they took a good story and they made it work. I have to get hats off to everybody. Everybody did a good job in this film. From the actors to the people who was behind the music of this film. Even the special effects, which today look horrible, but it was 1995 when this movie came out. One thing I have to say is the guy who played Shang Tsung did a good job playing the villain. He was convincingly, and he wasn't your standard vanilla villain. That's what I like a lot about it. And you know what's interesting? This movie is rated PG-13, while this video game series was M-rated. I find that pretty remarkable considering that the target audience were teenagers at the time this movie came out. Now, I've seen this movie a lot of times over the years, and it has a soft spot in my heart. I mean, it's kind of one of my favorite films from the 1990s. If you've never seen this film, I suggest you check it out. It is a worthy video game adaptation. So basically in the film, Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, and Sonya Blade have to save the world by winning a fight tournament, Mortal Kombat, and defend Shang Tsung from invading Earth. With the help of Raiden, they succeed in their mission. And the one thing that I want to talk about in this film is the fight scenes. Now, there are three particular fight scenes that I enjoy in this film. That is Scorpion, Johnny Cage. I thought that fight scene was amazing for what it was. There's Liu Kang and Reptile, my favorite fight in the film. And then at the end, Shang Tsung and Liu Kang. Of course, there's other fights in this movie, but those three I wanted to mention because it really helped to show the awesomeness of how well choreographed the fights were. And for a series that really was known for blood and violence, they made it work for this PG-13 movie. I would prefer this movie was rated R, but they made it work. And what's even interesting that even today, this video game adaptation outshines a lot of video game movies, which have been horrible over the years. And that's quite sad when we haven't had very successful video game movies. But this movie, it's still great to watch today. It's not the best movie all around. You're not going to find anything interesting. But if you're a fan of the games, then you will like this movie. This movie is getting an 8 out of 10. The reason I'm ranking it so high because, like I said, this film resonates with me as I was so young watching, and I've seen it so many times over the years. It's that I really, enjoyed the plot of the film, the action, and the music was awesome as well. Everybody did a good job, like I said before. You don't have A-listers in this film, but I still think this movie did an awesome job. And it paved the way for other video game movies to come down the line. No, unfortunately, has been successful as this film has. And, that's really saying something. This movie may be over 20 years old, but in my eyes, I think it's a cult classic for a video game movie. And that's my review of Mortal Kombat. Alright, leave your comment down below in the section and let me know if you've seen Mortal Kombat, what do you think of this film? all these years later. Is it one of your favorite video game movies of all time? And also let me know what can be done to improve video game movies in the future. What I'd like to see is a resurgence of the video game movie industry. But sadly, a lot of developers, or should I say movie producers, can't really nail down a video game movie because it's tough to do. But maybe one day we'll have successful video game movies like we have comic book movies like today. Alright, up next, I'm going to be reviewing Mortal Kombat Annihilation. One of the worst movies of all time. Seriously, that movie is shit. And I'm going to rag on it a lot in my next review. Alright, this is Slim Guy 172 saying, peace out.